Hello, everyone. I'm Matt Moore, senior NBA writer for the Action Network, here with this week's edition of Market Busters. Each week in the NBA, we take a look at who performed the best against the spread this week to give bettors the best edge against the side. We start this week with the Denver Nuggets, who went 4-0 on their homestand, including a win over the Pacers without Nikola Jokic. But lest we think that Joker's not again dominating, Joker leads the league in estimated plus minus, win shares, offensive box plus minus, defensive box plus minus, VORP, Raptor, Syncope, Onomatopoeia, and PER. His averaging 25 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists per game while shooting 60% from the field and 39% from three. In unrelated news, Nikola Jokic's MVP odds are plus 1300s to repeat at DraftKings. But what's surprising is how Denver has gotten the wins. The Nuggets are the number one team in defensive rating. Yes, defense. And the tape matches up. Aaron Gordon might just be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate at plus 10,000 at PointsBet. Next up is the Phoenix Suns, who went 4-0 against the spread last week. They're back. After the slow start, the Suns have suddenly won 8 straight up and covered in 7 straight. The Suns were favored in all 4 games last week, but they absolutely humiliated the once impressive upstart Grizzlies in Memphis. They demolished the tanking Rockets and handled the imploding Blazers. No DeAndre Ayton this week for the Suns, and yet they've smashed. That's in part due to how well Frank Kaminsky has played. The Suns have outscored their opponent by 10 points per 100 possessions with the veteran journeyman on the floor. Kaminsky and JaVale McGee have helped the Suns be the number 5 team in defending the pick and roll this season. Number 3, the Boston Celtics, who went 3-0 against the spread last week. The curious case of the Celtics continued this week as the C's managed to go 3-0 and still make their fan base feel like the sky was falling. Boston blasted the Raptors in a revenge game situation and dropped 122 on the Milwaukee Bucks, who, were missing 4 starters, including Giannis. And then the Celtics suffered another epic collapse Saturday, losing a 19-point lead in the fourth quarter to the Cavaliers, but they managed to cover the closing spread of plus 2.5. So, congrats. Number 4 team this week is the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers don't look great right now, but they managed to right the ship somewhat. They took care of business versus LaMelo and the Hornets, pulled off a huge upset against the Heat, who lost Jimmy Butler in the first half, without LeBron, though. They did have a predictable letdown game at home versus the Wolves, but bounced back nicely by comfortably beating the Spurs to go 3-1 on the week, even without LeBron. Part of their big boost offensively has come from veteran Carmelo Anthony off the bench, who leads the league in made transition pull-up threes. Number 5 this week, Chicago Bulls. The Bulls toppled the mighty Nets, handled the Mavericks, and grinded out another low-scoring win on the road Sunday, this time versus the Clippers. Their only loss came as a 5.5-point dog on the road to the league-leading Warriors in San Francisco. If you want to know the secret to Chicago's success, look no further than their defense. Bulls games have hit the under in 8 of 13 so far, and Chicago ranks 5th in adjusted defensive rating for dunksandthrees.com. For more betting insights on the NBA, check out nba.com/NBA bet.